According to the United Nations World Happiness Report, Finland is the happiest country in the world. Looking at factors like GDP and freedom to make life choices, Finland has been ranked the happiest place to live. And we're going to find out more about the country and its culture from a Jamaican who's living there. And so we say good morning and welcome to Smile Jamaica, Rasheka Scott. How are you doing?
Hello, good morning. Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you. Rasheka, we like to say there's a Jamaican in every nook and cranny of the world. But we have to find out why, right? How did you end up in Finland?
Actually, it's quite simple. My dad came to play football here, and then I moved here when I was 8 years old to live with him. So I've been here for a while, of course. Yeah.
Wow. And just to clarify who your dad is, in case people don't know.
That would be Gerald Scott, so Hero.
That is correct.
So he was a semi-professional footballer, but from Falmouth.
That is
Falmouth,
correct. That is correct. So big up to your dad, Rasheka. So tell us a little bit about Finland. What's the weather like there?
You hit a bad one, you know. The weather is, I think for many people, the weather, the changing seasons, it's quite nice. It's quite lovely. So you have clear autumn, winter, summer, and spring, of course, in between, which we're in currently.
Okay.
But the weather is, it can get quite cold here. So I would say minus 20 degrees Celsius is very possible.
Wow.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, when summer comes along, then we pretty much have it's light until very late, which always puzzled my mom. She's like, how is it 11 p.m. and it's light outside? So that's the contrast there.
Wow.
With
the
that.
extended daylight.
Yes, extended daylight. I apologize already. I'm in the library at work, and if I don't move around and speak like an Italian, then it seems like the lighting may go off. But I hope you can still see me.
I can see it. Don't worry, you're Jamaican. If you move around, it's something that we do, so we're cool with that. So tell me a little bit about growing up in Finland, going to school. You're an attorney. How difficult is it in terms of being someone of color? What's the ratio like in the population?
It is quite a touchy thing, especially since of late, with Black Lives Matter also coming here. But I would say that for me, coming from Jamaica when I was 8 years old, I was put into a normal Finnish school. And I sat there for weeks, and then I learned Finnish quite quickly in 3 months.
Wow.
So I've been immersed in the Finnish school system since that time. But I had the fortune of actually moving to Belgium 3.5 years later. So I actually was raised in Brussels as well. So I have sort of, and of course in Brussels you had more Black people in general. But after returning here, I've kind of experienced a different side of Finnish life, now being sort of a professional, higher education, a scholar, etc. I'm still sort of soloing in especially in the legal field. Yes. And that's something that I'm definitely working along with other Black professionals to change. But you have some Black people here, so if and when people visit, you shouldn't be amazed or surprised. So there are Black people here, but we're sort of fighting for that to be more normalized, especially in the more professional jobs.
Yeah, you're in Helsinki, and Helsinki, we have great memories in terms of athletics for us here in Jamaica. Yeah, we go to Helsinki and we're going good. So if I say I want to come to Finland, Rasheka, what are some of the things that I have to do?
what you have to, you're not going to like this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. You definitely, if you come in winter, you have to go to an outdoor sauna, preferably one that is by a frozen lake at someone's cabin. You have to run out of the sauna into the snow and then jump into the hole in the ice or descend into that, freeze your butt off, and then go back into the sauna and feel like tingling. This LOYLY that is there now, this public sauna in Finland, that was built a few years ago, and that is a beautiful monument just on the sea there before Helsinki. It's great for relaxing. You do the public saunas, you have the smoke sauna, and then you dip into the cold sea from there. It's a whole thing. So the sauna culture definitely, both winter as well as summer. I think you have to go up north to see the northern lights.
Yes.
That is quite exquisite, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah, those are absolutely stunning. And you have these igloo hotels that, you have that, that you can basically lay in your bed and watch that from. So, I mean, tourists flock to Lapland to see all of that from all over the world.
Oh my gosh, that looks so beautiful.
Yeah,
You have such great architecture as well. Rasheka, a Jamaica, where I come from though. Talk to me about the food.
The food you want to hear about?
Yes.
Yes, man. Well, the food, I was talking to my colleagues because they know I like to eat, they know that Jamaican food is the thing for me. So, but the food, the Nordic cuisine is actually really interesting because it has a lot of fish, obviously very fresh ingredients, berries that are combined to make quite delicious cuisines. Yes, wild berries as well. Those are picked actually from all over, from the forest. Regularly as an activity, a pastime that people do to make different pies and different pastries. Wow. So the freshness of the ingredient is something that is interesting. It's not as spicy as we're used to, obviously, but definitely worth a try. And obviously the Russian influence from the East, and then the Swedish influence in the cuisine along the different coasts. You can see that in the Finnish food. So fresh fish and potatoes. Yeah, like to eat a lot of potatoes here.
Wow. It all looks so tasty. For you, multilingual Jamaican lawyer, head of intellectual property at Dotter Attorneys in Helsinki. You're a very successful young woman in Finland. How does that make you feel? I mean, young Jamaican girl from rural Jamaica, and now here you are in Finland. How does that make you feel?
You know what? Big up Jamaica, because we lick about with talawa, and that stays with you no matter where you go. So it's something about being a Jamaican woman. I'm very proud. I'm very hardworking, resilient. I don't let anybody feel like they're more than me.
Yes.
That has carried me through quite a lot. It's a struggle. It has been a struggle, but it's been worth it. And I hope that my journey, serves as inspiration for young ladies in Jamaica. I think we have great potential on the island. And I'm definitely working my butt off to be a good example in a most authentic way to myself.
You speak 5 languages?
I do, yeah, to different degrees, but yes.
What are they? English, of course.
Yes, English, mother tongue. Finnish is also mother tongue level. Then I have French and Spanish, and then Italian is the last one.
Wow.
And patois, of course. I always say I speak patois. And I put that in there because I'm proud of it.
Absolutely.
I'm proud of it. Yeah.
Absolutely. So from day to day, if I come to Finland, would I be able to move around with use of English only?
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. Finnish people, they don't talk much, but they have a good command of language. Obviously, tertiary education, study of language is very high here. So absolutely, you would be able to move around.
Okay.
there are different aerial sort of differences, of course, but still, there are a lot of tourists who flock to, for example, the western coast, to the little islands that are there, and they manage quite fine. So absolutely, that shouldn't be an obstacle.
All right. Can you say for me in Finnish, this is Smile Jamaica, it's morning time?
Tämä on Smile Jamaica, nyt on aamun aika.
Wow. Rasheka, I forgot to practice that. I was gonna try. Yeah, I was gonna try and repeat it, but I forgot to practice. It was so good talking to you, though, Rasheka.
Thank you.
So proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing, and God bless.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for having me.
All right, Rasheka Scott, a Jamaican living in Finland. Did you see the sun halo on the weekend? We're going to take a look at a few natural weather phenomena after the break. We'll soon come.